So really it's how do we get those guys, especially that 2s and 3s, to take that next step is really what we focused on. Looking for what were the reoccurring themes in each call that we need to focus on and improve on.
What have you seen from Micaiah after 7 practices?
I like where he's at, especially with really no background since high school defensively, but as far as the physical tools, he has them all. He's willing to learn, and he's actually done a nice job in handling the volume of the playbook so far and the responsibilities. So very pleased with where he's at right now.
What kind of traits did he have that you guys are like, okay, that he would be a fit there?
He's big. He was 220 something as a receiver. We watch him on kickoff, just going down there and blowing people up. So he has the mentality for it. He's got the speed, size for it. I've been talking about it for a couple of years now. So I'm happy he's with us.
He hit as hard as his dad?
He hits pretty hard. I can't remember his dad. That was a long time ago.
You obviously lost some guys that had been here a very long time, Jaden. Where are you looking to maybe find some of that leadership that you might have graduated out?
Yeah, you're just looking for those next guys to step up. Catan, he's the oldest guy now in the room. Jaden's gone. He's got to step up and be that guy that Jaden was. And then Akili and Skyler have played a lot of ball for us. And then, Easton's done a good job stepping up. And then the guys on the front, we've got some guys that have played some snaps. James Rawls, right, is that guy we're looking for to be the leader up there. So that's kind of what we're looking for that way.
Last season, James obviously took a big step forward. What did you see from his game that allowed him to do that?
He just trusted himself and cut it loose. And I think the way the front is built now, I think it really helps him. His skill set, he's always been an explosive, twitchy guy that can really penetrate, and we kind of cut him loose and allowed him to do that, and I think that helped him a lot.
Can you tell that your guys, 2 weeks from Saturday, this spring will be over, can you tell your side of the ball is really taking every practice, making it count because these are just a finite amount of practices? Yeah, they've done a good job every day showing up ready to work. So it's been easy to coach them that way, and then constantly working and coaching and the detail and technique, especially with so many young guys and new guys. But I've been happy with the way they've showed up, absolutely.
A couple younger guys, Melvin Jordan, Kelsey Howard. How are those guys?
They're doing well. Again, they're both of them are first year on campus, right? Melvin's still first year on campus. Kelsey just got here in January, so they're learning, but they're getting better every day, and been happy with their improvement every day.
Keeley made one of the really great plays of the day with that pick earlier. So how has he really progressed here this spring, and what you've seen of him? Yeah,
Achilles just a good, smart football player. I think now he really understands the defense, and so some of that athleticism and playmaking ability can come through now because he's not thinking anymore. And so that's really, I think, the big thing where he's at.
Speaking of Easton, I guess, what have you seen from year one to now from spring practice, having him for a couple of years in the system? How has he stepped up from, I guess I would say, from last year to this year so far?
Yeah, really saw his progression kind of very similar to when Omar was a freshman. That midway through the season is when he really started to play really good football. And really there was no drop-off when he got in the game between him and Kyrie at the end of the season, which was great. And then really in that first 2 weeks of spring, he picked up right where he left off. He was playing really good. So very excited about what he can bring and what he'll do next year.
Dane Robinson, how has he progressed?
He's done a great job. He's kind of the same way. It took till about halfway through the season last year, and then the last 4 games he really played good ball. And then the bowl game, I thought he was one of the better guys on defense in general. So I'm happy with kind of where he's at. He's got confidence because he's always had the physical tools, but happy with him for sure.
What about that linebacker group? You guys are now sans Omar, and for now you've seen 7 spring practices of that group without him. How do you feel like you guys are where that group is at?
I feel good. We got to replace a guy that's played a ton of snaps. So that experience, there's going to be things every day that these new guys are going to learn that, say, Omar would have already known. But that's just what happens when you graduation or whatever the reason. You just got to continue to coach those guys. And the good thing is we'll get 15 practices with them, be able to teach and coach over the summer and get ready for fall camp to correct those things.